Hey, morning everybody, it's David with Poe Run. And I have a little thing to show you, and I want everybody to know before they look at this video and watch the video, this is a very temporary setup. What I mean by temporary is this whole unit is being moved to the left once I get the walls built, etc. So what we've done, believe it or not, is gone ahead and bought inverter charger. This is a power in that I have added the bolts for, so I can use it as a distributor. That is a Serbo S GX device. That is my charge controller. Normally I wouldn't buy the charge controller before I have my solar panels, but in this case, I did the math on the solar panels I'm likely to get based on 2 or 3 options, and that's going to be my best choice. Plus I got it for $100 off. All that is going to go down into the smart shunt. This is a 500 amp smart shunt. And then I have 2 bus bars that are connected to my new batteries. Those are the RUiXU 100 amp hour batteries that I decided to go with for a variety of reasons: cost, form factor, build quality, etc. Those do not have a quote-unquote breaker, so I have installed a 125 amp breaker for each one, and that does go into a 200 amp fuse up here, which also there's a 200 amp fuse for the Multiplus, and I did go with the 5000 for a few $100s more. I thought, well, I'm just going to go with the better one, so to speak, newer one. So this is the setup. All my grounds are connected legitimately, although this is not pretty because a lot of the extra ground wire needs to be rerouted, etc., up to the solar panels. I want a continuous length from my solar panels all the way to earth. So I have not cut any of this stuff yet. I may need to buy more cable anyway, but this is my somewhat temporary install. So again, this whole unit is going to be moved to the left-hand side. This is going to be enclosed with the door. Probably going to have a couple of vents in the bottom left and the top right, as well as a potential fan in the top right to exhaust out. A couple of people have made some comments about noise. Yes, this does produce some noise. Right now it's completely idle and you can't hear it at all. When I run a 15 amp saw through it, which it does flawlessly and better than my 3500 watt generator does, it does make some noise, and it is what it is. So it's going to be enclosed. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. But I want everybody to know one of the most important things about the Multiplus, the Quattro, etc., and being in a fully off-grid remote location. If you do not own a laptop or an Android phone, it is a horrific pain in the butt to program this. It is just a nightmare, and I truly cannot believe Victron does not have a better solution for programming one of these things besides the worst interface. This is like Windows 3.1 interface application to program this. If you do not have a laptop and you need to program it through your Serbo and VRM, and it's not even a good solution. It's not even a like, this is annoying solution. I'm a former IT person, and it took me nearly the entire day to figure out the entire process and what I needed, etc. But it is a Windows only application for doing it if you're going to do it through VRM. Supposedly you can program the whole thing if you're going to get the MK3 cable and you have a laptop. I do not have a portable computer. I'm also a Mac person. All right, this does not work with iPhone. It does not work with iPad. And I would have to literally haul this item and a battery up to my house to be able to program it. You cannot program it, apparently, unless you're using the Windows side, but apparently needs the battery. correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but trust me, this was the most annoying part of this setup. And what did I need to program? Because I did ask the company to program it when I had it sent. I couldn't see all the settings. And I wasn't 100% sure that there was compatibility with my RUiXU within, you know, a volt here or a volt there, and I just wanted to make sure it was set up right. So one thing led to another, and there were a couple of changes that I needed to make. And so when I made those changes, I was able to upload the file. It goes pretty straightforward, but again, I can't believe that this is the horrible solution they have. So please do not assume, like I did, that you can program a Multiplus or a Quattro through a servo without internet access. You must have internet access to make all that work. Second thing about the servo is to see it and to configure any of your other devices through your servo, ignore this for a minute, you need Wi-Fi, all right? It does have a Wi-Fi access point built into it, and so that does work, but it's, you know, it's a little cheesy. It doesn't work through Bluetooth. Now I understand it's a web-based application, etc., but you know, that's the end of my rant, but I'm just letting you guys know it's something that took me a while to figure out, and it's rather annoying. So if you have a portable computer, whether it's a Mac or PC, or you have an Android phone or an Android tablet, and you get the MK3 dongle, you can program this no problem, all right? If you don't have those items, programming it must be done wirelessly through the servo and VRM. And for those of you who don't know what VRM is, you don't own Victron, so don't worry about it. All things considered though, I'm incredibly happy with my setup, and I will go over all the details once we get our solar connected and I have it moved into this corner, once my wall is built, etc. And the only last thing to mention is I think I've decided on Leviton load panel. I am not going with all the Wi-Fi stuff, but I will be using the Leviton load panel because I like the idea of being able to wire everything up and stick my breakers in. That will be run directly from here. So anyway, that's it for the video. Short and sweet. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Promise there will be more content coming out. As you can see, you know, we are enclosed. You guys have not seen a roof video. We have insulation on the roof. We have some siding up. We have a couple of decks built, etc. I promise once I have enough time, I will get some more videos out. But until then, you guys have a fantastic day. And if you like our content, please don't forget to hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, I love to hear from you. Don't forget to put them down below. Thanks again and have a wonderful day.